Hope I'm coming through loud and clear. If you'd like to unmute your mic and say hello, so I know you can all hear me.
Hello, Colin. Mel.
Hi, Mel. Hi. How are you, Mel?
Very well indeed, thank you.
How's the weather in Somerset?
Horrible.
Good evening, Colin.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, welcome, Sarah. Where are you from, Sarah?
I'm in Brighton, and the weather's absolutely dreadful.
Welcome from Brighton, Sarah.
Thank you.
Hi,
Anybody
Colin.
else want to say hi? Hi, Sue. Hi, welcome, Sue.
I'm South Manchester, and it's the usual weather in Manchester.
Welcome, Sue from Manchester. The UK strong in the house today. Anybody else like to say hi? Welcome, Robert from Belgium. Welcome, my friend. How's the weather in Belgium, Robert? Okay. Oh, good. So it's not just us then. Great stuff. Welcome, welcome. Anybody else like to say hi before I get started?
Hello, Colin.
Welcome. That's
Hello.
The name is Stephen Hottingham.
That's my other partner. Sorry, I'm the other one. Nina. I'll change that.
Hi, Nina. Hi, welcome,
Hi.
Nina.
Thank you.
Where are you, Nina? Where are you?
I'm Somerset, UK.
Somerset. Okay,
Yeah.
welcome, welcome.
Should I
Cider
change
country.
my
Okay, welcome everybody, welcome. First of all, my name is Colin Simmons and I'm coming to you from Birmingham in the United Kingdom. And it's my pleasure really just to run through a handful of slides and just to explain to you about a concept, an opportunity that came my way back in January of 2019. And in fact, it's actually 21 weeks ago. That is all I'm talking about, 21 weeks. Not a long time at all, really. It seems like a lot longer, but when you think about it, it's 21 weeks, that's all it is. So really, myself, I've got a background in home-based business. I have a background in multi-level marketing. And I was working away back in January when a good friend of mine said, Colin, I need you to have a look at this opportunity. It's completely different to what we're used to. You need to see it. So I said, tell me all about it. He said, well, I'm not going to explain it. I've got a short video that explains it better than I can. He said, how soon can you watch this video? I said, send it to me now. I'll watch it right now. And this is exactly how I started in this industry. So I watched the video and I thought, wow, I could see a way that I could actually receive money the very same day that I actually joined. Most of my home-based businesses, it's always a case of you have to build it up and build it up before you reap any rewards. It takes time. So this was a bit different, and I really liked the video that he shared with me. So I phoned him back and I said, look, Duncan, I said, I like what you shared with me, and I know a handful of people that would also like that. So would you be good enough to talk to, if I can get a handful of people together, would you be good enough to run through what you've just gone through with me now with them? He said, absolutely. So the same afternoon, I made quite a few phone calls to a few friends of mine and said, look, you need to see this opportunity. And they all said, great, let's see. So I got them all together on a call in the afternoon. I sat back, I let Duncan explain, and all he did was share a video. All of my contacts watched this video, and every single one of them said, yes, I'm in. And I'll explain how this works, but basically I donated $250 at the time into this opportunity. I received that very same day over $750. Now that was a real eye-opener to me. That was a case of, wow, this is very, very different to anything I've seen before. And here we are now in June 2019, and this business has grown massively around the globe. So it's my pleasure really to run through a handful of slides. It'll take me about 35 minutes to run through them all, and hopefully I'll answer most of the questions anybody has. At the end of the presentation, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions that I can. And I know I have some more experienced people on here as well, and if I can't answer, I'm sure between us, somebody else will be able to answer the question. So I'll make sure everybody's on mute. I'm going to share my screen, and if somebody would unmute and let me know you can see my screen okay, and then I can get on with a short presentation. So, right, let me just share my screen. Minimize this. Okay, here we go. And as I've said already, my name is Colin Simmons from Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Before I talk about the actual opportunity that I'm involved with now, I need to talk about why this opportunity, in my opinion, has really exploded around the globe. There's always has to be a problem that needs solving. And the problem here is in the financial industry. It's been caused really by the banks. More and more countries are in debt. More and more companies are in debt. And more people are in debt. The banks are built on debt. It's all about getting people into credit. The problem the banks have caused, had caused a huge crash back in 2006 to 2008, well publicized. Now, they were bailed out by all the governments. So the problem is that they were bailed out, but the problem still exists. We're at the point where we believe there's going to be another crash, another financial crash, because it's the same situation. So the answer is, well, the question is, how do we solve this problem? And in my opinion, this problem will be solved through the internet. The internet has come along over the last 10 years or so, and it has changed many, many industries, not just the financial industry I'm talking about today. If I look at the media industry, we all know that newspapers were the main way, or the news was the main way of getting information. In 2019, now we all know the information comes via social media, via the internet. It has changed that industry. We can look at the postal industry. It wasn't that long ago that we'd have to send letters constantly if you wanted to send somebody some information. These days, we do it via the internet, via email, or however we wish to do it. If I look at the telecoms industry, that's a big one. It wasn't that long ago that you would spend a fortune talking to somebody across the other side of the world. And yet here we are today, using the internet. In fact, right now we're using the internet to communicate with people all across the globe free of charge. The internet is the game changer. This changes everything. And here we are now in 2019. More and more people have smartphones than ever before. That means that more and more people are connected to the internet 24/7. That means the whole globe becomes one community. Now, how does that make a difference within the financial industry? It's through crowdfunding. And all crowdfunding is, it's fundraising with a crowd of people from around the globe. Fundraising is nothing new. It's been around for generations. What's new is using the internet as a way of getting your message out there to people all around the globe. What I'm sharing with you here are some of the major players that are involved in crowdfunding. These are the major platforms that are out there. You may well recognize some of these names: Seeders, GoFundMe, PayPal, Impact101, Facebook, Just Giving. These are some of the big players that have seen what's possible in crowdfunding, and they are forging the way. Let's look at the growth of this industry. It's been said by, and the source is there, crowdfunderinsider.com, that crowdfunding is growing at a rate of 136% per year. So me being as a businessman, it makes sense to be involved in an industry that's growing at an incredible rate. And there's no doubt that crowdfunding is growing. You've got to ask yourself, who do you know that needs more money than they have today? There's a lot of people. Another key indicator of how well this industry is growing is when you get a global processor, such as PayPal. They allow anybody across the globe to be able to use their platform to crowdfund. They do that because they'll make a small percentage on any donation that goes through their platform. Another well-known platform is Facebook. I promise you, if you were to get onto Facebook after this call and type into the search bar fundraisers, you'll see the page I'm sharing with you now. And Facebook, this allows anyone in the world to donate to your cause. You can set up a cause for anything. And what I find really interesting is at the bottom of that page, there's a big blue bar that says, raise money for a personal cause. That I think is very different, because most people are used to fundraising for a charity or for a large company. A lot of people don't realize you can fundraise for any reason, any personal cause. It could be to get yourself out of debt. It could be to pay off a mortgage. It could be that a family member is off work and they need help. So you ask the community, the globe, to help you fundraise to assist anybody or anything. So the question is, who can crowdfund? Anybody can crowdfund. All you need to be is over 18 years old. You need access to the internet, so you need a smartphone or a computer. Very, very simple. Here's an article I picked up just before last Christmas of a broke father of 5 in the UK who was panicking about Christmas. He didn't know how he was going to get through Christmas. So he decided to set up his own crowdfunding campaign on GoFundMe. Crazy. But what happened was he managed to raise over £2,000 in a few hours because people around the globe read his story and decided to donate to him. What I find really fascinating is that his story was shared 19,000 times. That shows me the power of social media. It shows me the power of people helping people. In the UK, we have the FCA, which is the Financial Conduct Authority. Now, they have looked into the legality of crowdfunding. And they've described it, first of all, it's a process of raising funds for projects or good causes through a group of people working together, today via the internet. And your good cause can be for anything. They've actually split crowdfunding into 4 different types of crowdfunding. The first 2 are loan-based and investment-based. Both of those 2, you need to be licensed to be able to operate in that type of crowdfunding. You need to be regulated by the FCA. Donation-based and reward-based are the type of crowdfunding that you'll see in GoFundMe, in Facebook, in Impact101. These are just donation-based. This is where I decide, I've read somebody's cause, I've decided I want to send somebody a donation. Legally, I'm allowed to do that anywhere across the globe. And I'm also able to actually receive donations legally from anybody across the globe. So again, these 2 do not need a license from the FCA. Here I'm just sharing with you some of the leading players that are in crowdfunding and really the size of how big they actually are. GoFundMe is probably still the biggest. It has 50 million supporters, and I know they started in 2010. So this is their 9th year. They've had 8 full years. This is their 9th year, and I know they've done over $5 billion in donations. Now think about how GoFundMe works. It's just basically a website where somebody will put their campaign on that website. You decide that you want to donate to them. Your donation would go through GoFundMe. GoFundMe would take a small cut of that donation. That's how they make their money. And the rest of the donation goes to the person that you wanted it to go to. Very simple model, and that's been a proven model since 2010. Here we are in 2019. Impact101 is a new kid on the block, and they are doing things slightly differently. They've looked at the ways people are fundraising, and they've improved on that system. So what I'm going to do now is go into more detail about why Impact101 is so different and why it has exploded around the globe. And I'm going to share with you a short video that explains it all, and then we'll go into it in more detail. So just sit back. I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes.
What would your life be like if you could receive donations of $20, $40, $75, $150, $300, $600, $1,200, and even $2,400 over and over again every day, received instantly and never ending? Timing is everything. Being in the right place at the right time with the right people and recognizing that can dramatically change your life. Impact101 is a registered Canadian company that launched on January 17, 2019. The parent company is a cutting-edge IT company that's been in business since 2011. In just their first 15 weeks, here's the amazing things that Impact101 has done. shattered every record for global growth with members already in 141 different countries. That's never been done by any company anywhere. Had over 4.4 million page views. Had nearly 750,000 unique site visits. Had over 641,000 unique IP addresses visit the site. The graph of traffic on Alexa shows exactly what a major global movement this is. So what's got people so excited? Impact101 is a dominant leader in the massive new arena of peer-to-peer crowdfunding. This is a huge new trend. In 2017, it was a $34 billion industry, and by 2025, it's projected to be a $300 billion industry. It's quite possibly the biggest economic shift any of us will see in our lifetime. Impact101 gives their members all the tools to be able to raise and receive funds for anything you want to raise funds for. Anybody can plug in and grab a big piece of this exciting new arena by using our system. In fact, in just 15 weeks, Impact101 members have already received nearly 26,000 donations totaling over $4.1 million. We have many, many members around the world who've already received donations in the 5-figure range, and you can be one of them. It's really simple to get involved. You choose the donation grids you want to be a part of, and you put the system to work for you. You receive 50% of all donations that come into your grids, and that can get big in a hurry. Not only that, all donations are peer-to-peer, so that means you receive them immediately. There's no company in the middle holding it up or controlling the funds. If you want to receive funds today, you can, and we'll show you exactly how to do it. If you're looking to be part of the fastest growing company in history with the biggest new trend we've ever seen, watch the next video on our 3 Grids to Freedom plan. It'll detail exactly how you can grab a big piece of what's happening and get yourself to where you want to be. Thanks for your time.
Awesome, love that video. Okay, the gentleman behind Impact101, the CEO, is a guy called Frank Servideo. Again, he has 45 years of success in business, 20 years marketing and sales experience. In 2002, he formed Castle Rock Research, which is a study guide. He specializes in marketing, QR codes, mobile landing pages. Now again, he started his company in 2011, QRGL Marketing Incorporated. He works that with his business partner, Hans Luhrmann. I comment on this because I believe that Frank's timing in business is excellent. In 2011, we all know that the growth of the mobile phone industry really took off from then on. So he was in the right place at the right time with his business model, offering mobile landing pages, offering QR codes for companies. Great timing. His business partner, Hans Luhrmann, he's the brains behind all the technology that we have here at Impact101. He's 30 years experience developing custom solutions for leading tech companies. He sits on the board of directors of a blockchain company. So these are very capable guys. They know exactly what they are doing. So it really just gives us all the tools that we actually need. As on the video it said, after 15 weeks, we was in 141 countries. Here we are now. We are only 21 weeks old. We are now in 148 countries around the globe. I know, because we had a company call last night, that we have done $5.4 million in donations from person to person. Not 1 cent of those donations has gone through the company, Impact101. Every cent of that donation has gone directly from somebody's bank account to somebody else's bank account. Absolutely beautiful situation. So why this company? Why Impact101? Well, quite simply, if I sat here with you at the start of any of these well-known platforms, and we all decided to get involved with them if we could when they first started, how wealthy would you be today? So what I put to you is that we are at the start of Impact 101. It's only 21 weeks old. So the timing couldn't be better. We actually launched on the 17th of January. Let's look now at why Impact 101 has had this major growth, why it's so different to the traditional crowdfunding platforms. Well, Impact 101 is a single platform. It's a crowdfunding and a marketing system. This allows you to receive half of everything that happens in your donation grid forever. I'll explain that as we go along. Impact 101 is based on a very simple 2x2 grid process. And this simple system is very successful. It's been proven by other companies as well to be a very simple system. Impact 101 is a team crowdfunding system. So you don't need to be a super duper salesperson. When you have a system that works for the whole crowd, it just works better. And the beauty of this is it's only a 2 people who help 2 people. So it's a maximum of 6 people. That means you're likely to get help from people above you within the system because it's only a 2x2, and you're likely to get help from people below you within the system, all done in real time. One of the main things I like about Impact 101 is that it's a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. From my own background of being in home-based businesses, most of the time I have to give my money to a company. I have to hope that they're going to be around long enough to pay me back what they said they're going to pay me back. The beauty of Impact 101 is that if I decide to send somebody a donation, it goes directly from my bank account directly to that person's bank account. Every donation I receive from around the globe goes directly from somebody else's bank account directly to my bank account. Not 1 cent of that donation goes through the website of Impact 101. This is a real game changer. So the question is, well, if Impact 101 don't get anything out of the donation, like GoFundMe do, why would they even bother putting this together? Well, firstly, they provide us with an easy to navigate, totally automated, feature-rich dashboard, or website if you want. This website tells us exactly who we need to send a donation to, and it lets us know exactly who is going to send a donation to us. And very soon, we're going to have a super-duper app. So not only will we have a website, we'll have a fully functional mobile app. So it'll get even faster when that comes along. So Impact 101 are providing us with that tool. Now what they do is they will charge us a fee, a license fee to be able to use that app, or license fee to be able to use that website. This is how they make their money. They will charge us $25 every 6 months. That is it. $25 every 6 months. It's about $5 something a month to be able to use this website. And even better, you can get a discount and pay for a whole year and pay $40 for a whole year. Fantastic value for what we actually get. Now, we have a grid process, which I want to explain now. And this is quite simply 3 simple steps. Step number 1 is you would register. You'd send your $25 straight to Impact 101, and then you want to become an active donor. Impact 101 will instruct you to donate to 2 people. Once you've done that, you are then, step 1 is completed, you are now an active donor. Remember, there are 3 steps. So step number 2, which is also vital, you need to be someone that can communicate with people. You're looking to help 2 people also become active donors like you. So they will register with the company. They'll send their $25 to Impact 101. They will then be instructed to donate to 2 people in the system. They are then also active donors. That's step number 2 completed. Step number 3 is you're going to work with Sue and Bill, because this is a crowd. You're working together as a team. You will help Sue and Bill in this instance find their 2 people. And again, they'll register with Impact 101. They'll send their $25 off to Impact 101. They will send off their donations as instructed. They are then active donors as well. That is it. That is quite simply the system. So I want to show how that would work in practice. So there you are. You've registered with Impact 101. You've sent Impact your $25 for your license for 6 months. You've now sent a donation to 2 people as instructed by Impact101. You are now an active donor, and you now sit at the top of your donation grid. It's a 2 people who help 2 people. So step number 2 is you're looking to find people that also want to become an active donor like you. So you talk to your friend Sue in the UK. Sue decides that she wants to become an active donor. She registers with Impact101. She sent Impact101 will instruct her to send you a donation of, and this is our lowest grid, of $40. So she'll send you a donation of $20, half of that $40. Then she send another donation of $20 to somebody else above you. There's her 2 donations been sent. She's now an active donor. You also talk to your friend Bill in the United States. Bill decides to become an active donor himself. He'll register first of all with Impact101. He'll send you a donation of $20 as instructed by Impact101. He'll send another donation to somebody above you as instructed by Impact101. So he's now an active donor. Now there you are, sitting at the top of your donation grid. You've just received 2 donations of $20. You've just received $40 back, but you've donated $40 in the first place. So you're already even. Now compare that to when you send a donation through GoFundMe or Just Giving. When you send a donation on those platforms, the money's gone to the person it's going to go to, and that is the end of it. It's gone. The difference here is that when you are an active donor, you are able to receive donations as well. That is a game changer. So now Sue's decided that she wants to do step 2 herself. She wants to speak to her contacts to find her 2 people who also want to become active donors like her. So Sue talks to Sally and to Jack in Australia and China. Both Sally and Jack happen to fall inside your donation grid, your 2 by 2. So they will be instructed to send a donation of $20 to Sue and then send a donation of $20 to you. Jack will send $20 to Sue and $20 to you. Bill will do the same. He'll find his 2 people, which could be Tom and Dan. Tom will send a donation of $20 to Bill, and he'll send a donation to you of $20 because Tom falls inside your donation grid. The same with Dan. He'll send a donation to Bill and a donation to you. Now, you've just received a total of 6 donations of $20. That's $120. Remember, you donated $40 in the first place. You've now completed a donation grid and you've received $120 in donations. 3 times what you donated in the first place. Fantastic. You can then decide if you're happy, you got $120, you don't need to raise any more money. You can walk away and that can be the end of that. Or you might go, well, that was good. I want to do that again. So you've got $120. You decide to donate $40 again into the system. You'll be instructed to send $20 to one person and $20 to another person. You will then have a brand new donation grid where you sit at the top and the rest will be empty. You will then look to fill those spots with either people from this first grid or brand new people, because it is a follow me donation grid. So these people will actually follow you to your next donation grid as well. Now this is a very, very simple system. You can do this over and over and over again. You'll receive 120, 120, 120, 120 over and over again. Now that's only on the first level. We actually have 8 different donation levels, starting at the $40 level up to the highest level, which is a $4,800 level. At the highest level, you're looking to send a donation of $4,800 split between 2 people. $2,400 will go to one person, $2,400 will go to another person. Now, firstly, can you imagine receiving a donation of $2,400? Would that make a difference to you? Now, the nice thing about these different levels is that somebody could start on all these levels on day 1. You don't need to start on just number 1 and then work to number 2. You can start on all of them at the same time if you so wish, if you can afford to do that. And actually, the more levels that you start on, the more donations at every single level you will have coming back to you. For example, if you start on the first 2 levels, the $40 level and the $80 level, on the $80 level, you'll send a donation of $40 to one person and $40 to another person. You're then eligible to receive 6 donations of $40, which is a whopping $240 that will come back to you. With that money, you could actually get yourself into a higher donation grid, all with the aim of fundraising for whatever cause it is that you're looking to raise money for. It's a fantastic system that has already been proven to be very popular around the globe already. Impact101 being a high-tech company, they've given us all the tools that we need, so it's very, very simple steps to follow. On the picture in front of you there, you've got the green bar across the center. You can see there are 6 steps that we go through when we first join Impact101. Everything is laid out. It's very, very clear. At the bottom where you've got all the zeros, that is your nerve center. If any of those boxes, apart from active members, has a number in it, then there is action to be done, whether it's donations to be sent, pending confirmations, donations to be received, donations to confirm, or unread messages. There's always something in there that means there's work to be done. Now, sending Impact101 your $25, we have a variety of ways of which you can do that. You could pay by debit card or credit card using Stripe, so you can pay by card. You can pay by cryptocurrency, which is a big thing at the moment, Dash or Bitcoin. If you have any of those currencies, you can pay your $25 that way. Or you can get a token from your person that's introducing you, which is $25 as well. Or if we've also got 2 huge payment processors. One is called WeChat and one is called Alipay. They are huge processors out in Asia. Both of those, you can pay your $25 with any of those systems that I'm sharing with you there. The nice thing about Impact101 is the detail that we get. You can see exactly a history of who you sent a donation to and exactly who you've received donations from. So it's great for your own accounting. Now, I've said to you already that Impact101, after 21 weeks, is in 148 different countries around the globe. $5.4 million in donations has gone from person to person. This doesn't happen unless there's a simple system for success in place. And this doesn't happen if everybody needs to be a salesperson. It needs to be a lot more simple than that. And it really is. All we do is we ask people, could you use some extra money? Or you might say, do you know anybody that could do with some extra money? It's as simple as that. And this has been proven to work. When I say, yes, I do, that's when you're then going to share with them your website. You say, have a look at my mobile landing page or have a look at my website. There's a video on that explains it better than I can. Very, very simple. The mobile landing pages that we get are like these. These are what QRGR marketing have been offering since 2011. And we actually get 2 of these mobile landing pages within our subscription of $25. One is for Impact101, so you can promote your Impact101 campaign through the landing page. And another one can be for any business that you would like to promote. You could have another business that you are currently running that you want to promote that. So instead of having a business card, which is a bit old-fashioned, you share somebody your mobile landing page via text message or instant messenger. That really is the presentation, folks. It's a very, very simple system. It's 2 people who help 2 people. It's nothing more complicated than that. So I'll now stop sharing and welcome you all back. Welcome everybody. A few more people on here now. Welcome everybody. Hopefully that presentation has made sense. It is a very simple system. If anybody has any questions that you get asked, you'd like me to answer, feel free to unmute your mic and ask your question. I'm here to help as many people as I can. If you don't want to chat, that's okay. If you're in a loud place where you can't chat, please just use the chat box at the bottom and type your question in there, and I'll do my best to answer it. I can see there's 15 messages in there. If there's any questions in there somebody wants to read out, that'll save me having to read through it. I'm happy to answer any question that you've got.
Hi, Colin.
Hi, Mel.
There's a question from Lee. When you finish grid 1, the 6 can build to second grid 2. Can you start with grid 1 with different, sorry.
With different people, he's probably asking, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Sorry, gosh.
Absolutely.
Can you start with grid 1 with different people, so you build each grid with that team?
Well, quite simply, as I said at the very beginning, when I started in Impact101, I shared this with as many people as I could straight away. So obviously I found more than 2 people that said, yes, I'm ready to get going. So what happens is the first grid that you're working in, that will get full quite quickly. And if my 7th person decides to join, they will start at the very top of my next grid, because the first grid's completed. Now, the people that I've introduced into the first grid, when they complete their own grids, they'll decide, I want to do that again. So they will then follow me into my next available grid. So I will have brand new people in the new grid, as well as people from the first grid who followed me through to the next grid. And that happens over and over and over again. Hope that makes sense for Lee. Any other question? One of the questions that I do get on a regular basis is it legal? Are we allowed to do this? Hopefully from the presentation you can see that yes, it is legal. I've explained about the FCA. They've looked into crowdfunding as an industry and the different types of crowdfunding that there are. We are donation-based crowdfunding, so we are most definitely legal to send a donation to anybody across the globe if we want to, and it's person to person. The nice thing about this compared to the traditional crowdfunding platforms is that the platform doesn't get any of the donation at all. 100% of that donation goes from my bank account straight to somebody else's bank account. And I feel good knowing that that money, when I send a donation, that person will get 100% of it. That's a great feeling. Now, I also receive donations from other people across the globe directly to my bank account, my PayPal account, my Bitcoin wallet. Very, very simple, very, very clean. Another question I get often is that people will see the 2x2 and assume it's some kind of matrix or it's a multi-level marketing system. Well, it's not. It's neither of those things. It's not multi-level marketing. Why? There's no commission being made by anybody. There are no sales being done. I send a donation, I receive donations. It's as simple as that. The idea of it being a forced matrix or a pyramid, because I can see it's a 2 who get 2. Remember, it is only a 2 people who get 2. Once you've completed that, you will start again underneath somebody else. That somebody else may well have only just started. So they end up having you underneath them, supporting them. So this is a fluid system. Nobody sits at the top. It's very, very fair for everybody. Any other questions I get on a regular basis? Anybody got a question that they get that they'd like me to answer? I think I've answered most questions. I think it's a very simple system, bottom line. It works a treat. We are 21 weeks old, so you are all seeing this right at the start. It feels like we've been around for years, but it's only 21 weeks old. More and more people than ever need crowdfunding. More and more people are using crowdfunding to raise money for any cause. It's not just your big charities that are fundraising. Individuals are fundraising. Another key indicator you'll see on Facebook when it's somebody's birthday, Facebook are trying to jump on this bandwagon. They want to earn the commission off all the donations that they can get our friends when they donate to our cause. Impact101 are doing it differently. The difference is that when I send a donation, I now can receive donations. Everybody is in it for themselves. What's in it for me? That's almost inbuilt. If I can get something out of it, I'm gonna be involved. In fact, it's been proven that this works really, really well. So, do we have any other questions? Welcome, Duncan. A bit late.
Sorry, Colin. I've only just got in.
Anyway, I've got to thank you for introducing me to Impact101, mate. Well done, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because it was Duncan that shared the video with me, and that was when I introduced my friends. And again, that was another key to how you build this business. You can't just do it on your own. You got to share it. It's a team thing. So what I suggest you do is try and get a group of people together and get your sponsor to share the video. Do a Zoom call like this, get your sponsor to be the main speaker and to share a video. Or ask me to do it if you want. If you've got a handful of people, I don't mind doing it, or I'm sure Duncan would do the same thing. That's all it takes to get this to actually go, and the momentum will keep it going. We've watched this grow around the globe over the last 21 weeks at an incredible rate. So there we are. That's really is the presentation. It's no more difficult than that. We will have a presentation done by Duncan this Sunday at 8 p.m. It'll be the same kind of thing again, but done in a different way. Duncan has different information that I share. So it's definitely worth you getting your people on that call as well, so you can hear how Duncan explains this phenomenal industry of crowdfunding. So thank you all for being on the call. Next Wednesday will be the company call again, where we hear directly from the top exactly what's going on with the company. So thank you all for jumping on the call this evening. I wish you all good afternoon, good morning, and good night. Thank you. Thanks, Robert.
Thanks, Colin. Sorry I was a bit late.
All right, bud. It's all right. Welcome on. Welcome.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Colin.
Colin.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Will do.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you all. See you on the next one. Bye bye.
See you next time.
Bye.
Any other questions on the options reader? Bye. Bye bye.
Bye, Mel.
Bye, Nina.
Excellent. Okay, guys, I'm out of it. It's all good.